This is the Bill Squire Show.
Ghost story pants over there.
Gather around for a story of mirth and horror.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Bill Squire Show.
Is that your third one?
Second?
Okay.
Second.
I mean, it's close enough to the weekend, dude. It's Tuesday.
And it's
Tuesday.
December. Like,
It's
nothing counts in December.
Yeah,
nothing
dude.
counts
Yeah.
in December. Yeah.
No DUI. They don't give DUIs out in December. You know.
Yeah.
Because all you do is look at the copy and go, but it's Christmas. And then he goes, all right, get home safe.
My TikTok algorithm is the most cursed place on earth because literally now, for whatever reason, it's just those First Amendment nerds that literally make you side with the cops anytime they approach cops with their cameras.
Oh, my God. Like,
Have you seen them?
oh,
Those-
yes. They're just like, they're just like, I know that I only have to roll the window down this much. I know the law. I know the law officer. Very spectrumy, very spectrumy.
It's like a guy in a federal building that's just walking around. You can tell he's probably dressed like a total January 6th asshole.
Yeah.
And then like it's always like a cop.
You do this to yourself, though, with your algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It says more about me than it does about anything else. But yeah, it's always like a cop that like walks up and he's being real reasonable. He goes, it's like, how's it going, buddy? What did you say you're doing here? He goes, I don't have to answer that. He goes, well, we got like employees in this building and they're wondering why you're just walking around. And he just goes, what's your badge number and your name? And the cop will more often than not. I've seen so many of them. And the cop's always like, well, it's right here on my chest. He goes, what can you tell me? I go, last name Nicholas, badge number 1307, whatever, you know. So he goes, can you just repeat that? And the guy like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? And then it's like, the guy's just like, well, I'm an independent investigator. And I'm like, in my head, I go, I don't know what this motherfucker's. I go, I hope this guy just gets arrested. I'm rooting for the cops now.
Do you know who Fed Smoker is?
Fed Smoker?
Do you guys not know about
No.
the glorious freedom fighter that is Fed Smoker?
Probably.
So Fed Smoker,
He's white.
he's a white guy that he's all methed up and he just would travel around in like the Midwest and like mountain areas and go to like and do that kind of stuff and just be like, I'm an independent investigator, like this real gravelly voice, and he'd be like, I'm here to take down the chomos and just like instigate stuff. And oh my God, do yourself a favor,
Fed Smoker.
go on YouTube
I know.
and just watch Fed Smoker videos. Your Mom's House podcast has done tons of videos about him, but like he's got hundreds of videos, and you can spend hours watching.
But like my thing is like, like at least like, what are you doing besides just being like the biggest edgelord in the world? Just
this is what they do. This is what people do.
Fucking cops.
But this
Like,
is what people like live for in these.
It's
this
not
day
like
and age.
it's not like kids in New York City that are roasting cops and it's super funny. It's always just the dude you could tell failed a cop test and isn't allowed to carry a gun,
Right.
so now he's just walking around bothering like ladies that work in public federal buildings and stuff.
I've been getting
Yeah.
harassed by the Second Amendment dudes because I posted the clip from my special last year where I go, if I had a superpower, it'd be to pass sensible gun control legislation. And so they're all like, whoa, this pinko commie doesn't want us to have our rights, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I'm just like, what's the scenario where you can use your gun to take down the entire U.S. government when they try to take your rights away? Tell me the scenario where that you are going to use this rifle in any way that is going to preserve your freedom and not just get you immediately killed by a drone.
It's like, buddy, if anyone actually gave a shit about you and they wanted you dead, you'd have been dead
You'd be
a
dead,
long time
right?
ago. No one would ever know why.
The Second Amendment was written a long time ago. You had to fucking. You had to whip up a bullet. You had to be like, all right, I'm going to shoot you, but give me a minute. I got to.
You're like, hey, don't move.
Yeah, fucking
Too much.
Don't you? I said, don't run away.
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't. I got like the bayonet thing. I'll come
And
get you.
it like that was like even like that's what the government had. That's what an independent person could have. The government's got way better weapons now. They can and they know everything about you because of the internet.
I mean,
like you're not
for the record,
sneaky.
For the record.
And I don't care. Like, guns. Have a gun.
Yes.
Just have a fucking...
A normal ass
Own a
gun.
gun.
Yeah.
I don't
I have a
care.
gun.
I even say sensible gun control legislation, and they'll be like,
Nope.
there's no such thing as sensible gun control legislation. I'm like, I don't know, maybe taking a test
Right.
to show that you know how to handle a gun seems like a sensible step to take.
There's no nuance in that conversation with people
No,
like that.
yeah.
But there's so many of them, and they're so like, oh, my rights, my rights. But then they're so fucking quick to just stomp on other people's rights. Like, they'll be like, oh, a woman doesn't have a right to control her own body, and gay people shouldn't be able to get married. But they're like, as soon as, so when they're talking about their right to bear arms and freedom of speech, it's like, it seems like you're kind of in a little bubble here where you don't really understand how other people feel about the situation. And kids keep getting, like, the thing that kills kids the most isn't what it should be.
Right.
I just always go. The root of all
should just be regular old illness, but in America, it's guns.
Guns don't kill people, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
People that forgot to get into punk rock and got radicalized by the American Sniper movie kill people.
Bro, that's exactly what it is. Because, like my dad is a punk rock dude that didn't ever get into punk rock. And that's why he's into, like, the stuff that he's into now.
You get into, like, cycling way too much. You yell at cars a lot.
Yeah.
You end up just doing some weird, like, you just end up, like, at, like, those sales seminars where, like, dudes in, like, polo shirts are yelling at you and shit. Like, it's just, like...
People are so angry. I don't like being angry.
I mean, like people, I think...
I'm being silly. I like
you want my
being a
hot
silly
take?
goose.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Just want to smile.
I don't want
Smile.
to smile, please.
Smiling scary.
I have a hot take about...
Okay, go ahead and smile, homo.
Oh, yeah, you're gay. That's a gay smile.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you brushed your teeth just so you can smile.
Oh, you showered this week, didn't you? No,
I love a good shower.
I have a theory about, like, and I love MMA and UFC. I feel like America doesn't deserve MMA because they're too angry to appreciate martial arts.
Yeah.
Like, you ever watch
Like,
white men watch MMA that don't ever train MMA? It's just like watching. It's like, you're not doing that. You just watch it and try to, like, appreciate. You couldn't do that, and you're so angry you can't do that.
Right. They call it a discipline for a reason, and that's why, you know, Joe Rogan's popular for a reason, because he, like, understands the discipline side of it, and, like, but they're just like, yeah, he could fight, and, like, he's like, yeah, but the whole idea is that he doesn't want, like, he doesn't.
Joe Rogan
have
is way
to.
better at kickboxing and martial arts than he is at anything else he does.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to shit on him. I'm saying, like, that guy legit.
No,
is
he's
a great
legit good.
martial
Yeah,
artist.
yeah.
Then like, that's one of the great talking points. They're like, well, what if Joe Rogan fought Tito Ortiz at 8? And it's like, I don't know. Like,
Is there a Jewish Santa Claus?
Hanukkah Harry, Hanukkah Chuck I was raised on.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, there's more than one?
Hanukkah Harry was an SNL sketch with John Lovitz. And
Okay.
then my parents raised me and my brother on Hanukkah Charlie.
Okay.
And then one time I remember, this is the year I realized.
Tell us.
Yeah, tell me about.
Teach us. We don't know.
Tell me
We're
about it.
not Jews.
I don't know. I'm also like the worst Jew in the world where, like, I really only adopt.
It's not what I heard.
Motherfucker, I tip 30%. All right.
I heard there's some bad Jews out there. I don't know if you've been on social media lately.
Great time to talk about Judaism right now. Let me tell you, it's a real chill vibe in the world right now to talk about it. No, like, I don't know if it's an actual Jewish thing, Hanukkah Charlie, but because my parents raised me and my brother Jewish, and Christians obviously have Santa Claus, my mom and dad talked about Hanukkah Charlie, and they make us go in the basement while my parents wrapped our gifts for Hanukkah.
Basement. I thank you, Tommy. That's appropriate response. Get in
Ooh.
the basement. We're gonna give you presents.
What?
One second.
I mean, you can't tell me to go hide in the attic for Hanukkah, all right?
Okay, I guess the basement doesn't make sense.
Still got it. So, like, I remember the year that I realized Santa Claus and Hanukkah Charlie wasn't real, and this is not a sad story, because I remember
This is not a sad story.
my dad was yelling from the basement, and then, like, from the upstairs while me
But
and my
you gonna
brother
stay in
like,
your bedrooms upstairs?
No, because just I remember. No, we had to go in the basement because the basement was where we hung out. And we played. We had
Okay.
Okay.
So you
No, it
guys had
wasn't-
you had like a fun basement.
He didn't chain us to the fucking
Right, it
hot
wasn't
water
a-
heater in the basement.
It wasn't an Ariel Castro basement. Right?
We gotta boil a steak and wrap it in brown paper and you get your fucking gift. So like, I remember my dad would be yelling like, "Oh my goodness, Hanukkah Charlie's here," and I could hear him just riffing on the description of what Hanukkah Charlie looked like, and he was dying laughing because I could tell he was making it up on
One
the fly.
second. I don't think my parents loved me because they never went through this situation. Like this is so involved.
My
It's
parents,
cute.
my
They're
parents are the
sweet.
greatest
Yeah.
ever. They're
You have great parents.
literally the greatest.
No, my
ever.
parents love me, but
But
like
yeah.
they didn't do anything like that's like my dad never put on like that.
Yeah.
Like
He
we
loved-
we
he
had
loves
like
the
Santa
holidays.
come and like it was my uncle that would dress up like him,
Mhm.
and that like I remember like watching videos back. I'm like, oh, that's really sweet, and like I'm like genuinely excited to like tell Santa what I want, and then but like I don't remember like my dad. He's the type he didn't really go along with stuff. He's
Mhm.
such a good grandpa though, because like now he's great with like the grandkids, but he was so focused on work and like providing for us, which he provided a great life for us.
Mhm.
But like he just always seemed either so tired or so like just like ready to go.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were.
No,
Yeah, I
that
thought
was.
you were
I'm
lining
raising
up
my
for
hand
one.
so I can talk. No, that was a whatever.
I thought you
Your
were gonna
dad.
burp.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
I'm
we both
sorry.
thought,
No,
yeah.
double
Double
hand.
hands.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
oh,
No
okay.
burp yet.
Yes, when Tommy's gonna
I
burp.
got you. Double hand.
What was that, Bill? What was that, Bill? How'd that go again?
Oh, you know how it goes. Just so excited. I'm so excited.
So yeah, Hanukkah Charlie.
Hanukkah Charlie. that's
8
fine.
Wait, you
crazy
get
nights.
gifts? I don't even know. I genuinely
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
like Hanukkah was
about
like,
Hanukkah.
you know, Hanukkah basically
Turn that
is
on.
not.
You guys were just so dark. That's so bright.
I'm
though.
so white.
Yeah, this is really bright now. I could just go back to using this.
What is
Well,
happening?
Tommy was so
today?
dark though.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
Tommy-
loony day. Dude.
It is a loony day.
Well, we're in a different studio. We haven't done this in this studio yet. So
Yeah.
we're trying to get-
Hanukkah in Judaism is not nearly as high in the power rankings as Christmas is in
Right.
Christianity and Catholicism and stuff. But since the gifts and Western culture and
It's
Capitalism.
pumped it up. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Because they're
that's-
like, no, you got Hanukkah, right?
yeah,
Jews?
you get one morning, you get gifts. We got 8. We'll give you some gold coins. You know, it's actually chocolate. It's very delicious. And
Christmas
then-
has those too.
Yeah, dude, it's just it's
Yeah.
like it's like the Zune versus iPod.
Yeah.
You know, fucking
Oh,
back
it's
and
like
Well, Christmas
every
is the
religion,
iPod.
but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not arguing there. Like, but yeah, we
But
kind of.
do you
What are the
Marvel
Jehovah's
versus,
Witnesses
Marvel
then?
versus DC
Jehovah's
universe.
Witnesses don't do any. They don't celebrate anything. They don't do
At
birthdays.
all, I
They don't
know.
do any celebrations.
Oh, I have family. Yeah.
You talking about
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I have a
asking
lot
what,
of friends that are Jehovah's
really?
Witnesses.
I was Mormon.
No, I know.
Oh.
Okay, so what would Mormon be?
Mormons,
iPod.
Mormons,
It's not an
well, they
iPod.
do like a regular, like Christian.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
guess so. Yeah. I don't know.
It's it's Christian Christmas. Like if we did
I
all
don't
the-
know. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Jehovah's
okay.
Witness is like
But
the,
you
the
can't-
worst cult because the
Yeah.
JDubs, as they're called, it's like
It's not even fun. Like there's
no, you're like
fun.
there's
Nothing
no
is-
spaceship, there's
Yeah.
no compound.
and they got more members than get into heaven. Like it's like 144,000 get into heaven
I don't want to get into
remember-
heaven if I can't ever celebrate a birthday or a holiday or anything.
or anything.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
celebrating. You don't celebrate.
No offense to any JDubs that. Well, no, I don't.
Oh, I have
take that
family.
back.
Yeah, I have family that are, and that I essentially am just burning on
Yeah.
Earth, and well, that's what it is.
That's what happens.
Having a good
Yeah.
time. Having a good time.
Right? Yeah, it's fucked up.
Shame and guilt. What wonderful tools to do to people that you love.
Mm-hmm.
Truly,
It's the best.
truly.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? I love Christmas movies. I just watched Love Actually for the first time.
That's a Christmas movie.
It is.
I've never seen it.
It's a Christmas movie, but it's like in a.
There you go.
No, you have to dance afterwards. Yeah, you have to dance.
I'll never not see this now.
What is my favorite?
So, but can I? You think of that? Well, I'm
Mhm.
going to talk about Love Actually. So,
Mhm.
Love Actually is kind of a fun Christmas movie because it's an adult Christmas movie. There's tits. There's swear words.
Full boobs?
Full boobs. Full
Ooh.
like one of the storylines
Boobs. Hell yeah.
One of the storylines is a guy and a girl that are like falling in love as they are basically being put in a movie where they're like gonna film a porn or like sex scenes for a movie, and they're just like there for blocking. So they just sit there and like have to like pretend like they're having sex and they're having conversations the whole time. And they fall in love, but they're like naked the whole time.
How long? Would this movie come out?
2003.
Okay. Yeah, never seen it.
Yeah, it's a kind of
I remember
bananas
I remember
cast.
it. Yeah. Oh, it's like one of those ensemble.
Yeah, it's
movies.
and yeah, so everybody's got like a little storyline, and like they're kind of like, you know, they're all broken up into little things. But like Colin Firth is a writer, and he falls in love with a Portuguese lady, and they don't even speak the same language, but they fell in the water trying to save his manuscript that got blown off the table.
It is some epic rom-com.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Shit.
But everything's like compressed into like nobody's got more than like 12 minutes of like total screen time. Hugh Grant plays the prime minister, and he's got a lady that he's in love with that works for him, and they keep making jokes about her being fat, and she's not fat at all.
Who played the lady?
I can't even remember she wasn't someone that I recognized, but she's just a regular, like, honestly, like, in very good shape. Like she might have. They make a joke about like her
Not
having,
Minnie Driver.
No, it's not Minnie Driver.
I feel like
no,
Minnie
no.
Driver was in every movie from like 1998 to 2006.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
Minnie
she's
Driver.
not fat, but
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, it's that like movie fat where they're like, oh, she's got
Yeah.
thick
Right.
thighs.
Yeah.
And they're like,
plus
and
size
I'm looking at her, I'm like,
models.
this is the hottest girl in the movie.
Right.
Like,
it's like, oh, make way for this
Yeah.
water buffalo, and then it's like
But
Cameron Diaz.
so Love Actually, you know the meme where people like be like, hey, pretend it's carolers and they'll hold the sign. Like AJ did it to us
Yes.
when he was.
Yeah.
So,
I know what the movie is.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually watched it.
And then there's a musician that does a Christmas song, and he's like in his 50s, and he's like, yeah, I'm an old rock star. Who gives a fuck about me? But he keeps just going on and saying wild shit on the radio and these like news programs and stuff like that, and ends up overtake the boy band and having the #1 Christmas song. And so it's like it's silly and it's over the top. It's very 2003, but I had a good time watching it.
I mean, it's funny that happened long enough ago that you can definitely date the tenets of life in 2003.
Well, so like the story with the guy that does like the cue cards
Mhm.
to like tell this girl that he loves her, it's his best friend's wife, and he filmed them at their wedding and just kept doing like zoom-ins on her face, and then like she doesn't know any of that, and like she confronts him. She's like, how come you don't want to get to know me? How come you don't want? And it's because he's in love with her. And so then she watches the wedding video that he took, and she's like, it's all me. It's all me. And then, like,
Oh my God, he really did always love
Yeah.
me.
What is it on? What can I watch it on right now?
I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What-
I think it's on
what-
Netflix.
I'll watch it.
How does this movie involve Christmas though?
It's
all
like
around the
5 weeks to
holidays.
Christmas,
Around
4 weeks to
Christmas.
Christmas, 3 weeks to
Yeah.
Christmas, and then on Christmas everything like kind of comes together, and like people break up with like it's weird.
It's the
just
guy from Walking Dead, yeah?
yes,
He's in
Andrew Lincoln is the one that like does the cue card
there? Yeah,
thing.
that's what I thought.
And he's kind of like a nice guy dirtbag. Like he's like, I'm such a nice guy, but I'm in love with my best friend's wife.
Ooh, hey,
I mean,
that
sometimes
happens
it-
to all of us.
Yeah.
Sometimes to be like that, I guess.
Are you in love with your best friend's wife? Do you want to be on an episode of the Bill Squire Show in a minute?
Did you take
Email
wacky,
me,
creepy video of your
bill@billsquare.com.
best friend's wife at their wedding?
Did you
Just
just
turn
say
this-
breast friend? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you just said breast friend.
Breast friend.
Freudian slip.
Let's turn this into Mory Poic. Like so,
Yes.
they're building a studio over here that's going to be like more of like a stage, and like,
Mhm.
and that's where I want to start doing the show.
Yeah.
And that's when we'll start having guests on, when that's
It's
over
got like
there.
more of a talk show vibe
Yeah,
to it, right?
and so
Yeah.
like I would love to do a Mory Poic episode.
Heck
Oh,
yeah,
hell
let's
yeah.
do it. I'm
I'll
down.
start having sex just so we could have some.
I know some people.
I'll
that
start
could-
practicing my backflips too, so when I find out I'm
Yeah,
not
let's
the
do some
father.
reveals. What? Because we can't do. Maury does the Maury does the
Father,
Like you're not the
pre-
father, but
Paternal tests.
What can we reveal?
What would
STDs.
STDs.
Let's bring Dr. Berglund on, and he'll just give us live
yeah.
STD tests.
We can do that, or we can do. Did you DM her?
Ooh.
And do DM reveals. We will need a security guard if that's.
We will.
We need a Steve Wilkos if we do that.
No, what I think what we should do is we'll reach out to 3 women, one of which will be someone that I have DM'd, and you guys have to figure out
Which one it is?
Which one I
Oh,
DM'd.
I love it.
I think
The
that's
thing
like
is, you're gonna have
spicy
to
enough.
you're gonna have to DM all 3 of them to get them on the show.
No, you reach out to them,
Well,
But how do we know which ones you? No,
because
that
if
would
I
cheat.
DM them, technically it won't work.
No,
Right,
but
but
if he DMs them,
if I
he knows
DM
the
them, then
answer.
I know who
Oh.
DM'd you. So maybe just Tommy's the guesser.
Why don't we have?
Or we have somebody else.
We have a moderator,
You have an independent.
and we
Third
have
party,
an independent
Or,
judge.
or, you put it out there. If you have ever been DM'd by me, please reach out to the Bill Squire show.
That's
If you wanna air
that's a
some shit
wide
out.
net right there. Right. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. We're gonna do it.
I'm very into this.
Yeah, no, it's.
I think
I
it's
think
funny.
it's funny. I think
Yes.
I didn't like a girl
post it
try
out
and like
there.
put me on blast. She's like,
Or have them reach out to you, and then that's fine.
one of my videos, like,
Hold on
You
a second. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on. You post it. If I have ever DM'd you, please reach out to me. We want to do an episode, or whatever. So they've reached out to you,
and
Right.
then, and then
then
she
you
can
find
bring
2
2
people
friends.
that you
When
haven't.
we talk about
or that
DMing,
too.
obviously, also we're not talking about, hey, I sent you 1 or 2 DMs
No,
to
no,
sort
no,
out
for
stuff.
sure.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about like 1:30
You're in it.
a.m.
Yeah.
That's what
Hi.
I'm saying. So
Yeah.
post about it. Post about it
Yeah.
and ask them to reach out to you. And then you'll know who is like okay with coming on. It's gonna be so good. Yeah. I like this
when
idea.
things work out like this.
Yes. Teamwork, guys.
What are we gonna call this show?
I don't
Because
know.
I think it's a floodgate into like a dating show series with other people.
Ooh.
Or maybe I'll just continue to fuck up and just keep doing every
Yeah,
week.
Every quarterly.
It's like pants. We're only supposed to
I
have
don't
3
know,
on
D-
here. Like the
DM
Rock of
destruction. Oh. What do you usually? What's your like go-to joke?
I don't. It's always custom material.
I
Okay.
love
I
you.
don't- No, I
I
don't.
love you.
I'm not saying I've never.
That's what
done
he always says.
shtick.
To us. He's like, "This is the girl I love her." Like, dude,
No, I don't. I'm not saying I
eight
don't have
messages.
shtick, but no, I don't have
Okay.
like
Like a
a
go-to.
A
Okay.
go-to thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like. I feel terrible enough anytime I try to talk to any woman, let alone.
Okay,
just
I know
have
what we can call it. We
catch
can call
up.
it block or rock.
Block or rock.
Yeah, like you either
Yeah.
they either block you or they're gonna rock with you.
I think we got. I think we got. Like,
we got it.
I think we got some weekend zones.
That might
like
become a new
Netflix.
podcast.
Yeah.
Like that's all we
Yeah,
do.
fuck this past. Yeah, this-
I'm
I think we got our
excited.
escape plan. I think I got a
Yeah.
golden parachute on this thing, guys.
Mhm.
I think it's all there.
I'm excited for it.
Ha-hoo-ha.
I gotta pee so bad. I drank too many, but
No,
I mean,
we
it
got.
is 7:15, so it's been about.
I know, but we didn't
No, we
start
started
till
late.
Oh, I guess so. Way to go.
I'm enjoying this episode.
Twinkle
I'm enjoying it
toes.
too. I'll power through. I'm gonna drink another one.
But
I have to pee. Give me more liquid.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I always like. I don't ever just try because I always fool myself into like I'm not like the other guys, but there. I am. I go, nope, we're exactly like all the other guys.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not
think
like the
so.
guys that the girls that I go out with are like. I'm their like refuge. They're like, oh, I've never been out with a guy that just like listens to me.
Yeah.
And like when I say, hey, this is what I enjoy, they go, oh, okay. I enjoy like I communicate, and
Yeah.
it's so wild that they're like, wait, so you just like want to talk and get to know me? You're not just trying to look at my tits? I'm like, well, I am, but I will also get to know you.
it's one of my goals. It's on the list.
To
It's not
learn how to
a
talk
main
to women?
priority right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an introductory interview. We're not,
Yeah,
we're not ready to hire yet. We're just the exploratory phase. So
how do you guys kiss? Do you guys kiss? Are you wet? Are you
Oh, wet.
Yeah, I'm-
you're
dude,
wet
I'm a
kisser?
fucking-
Give me spit.
I am an absolute. I'm a rom-com kisser guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You
I think.
romantic? I mean, I can
No,
do
I'm
that,
definitely like like touch the chin a little bit, run the fingers through the hair, and then
Oh,
it's probably
burn
just
my
like
neck
teenager.
and spit in my mouth kind of person.
It's so gross.
What? That is not gross. Are you
Spit in
kidding?
my mouth is like
Spit in my mouth, like I don't.
It's so
Listen,
good.
I would let you, but like
It's
I'm
so
not
good.
going
The
to.
first time a woman
like-
told me to spit in her mouth, it was like the hottest shit in the
Yes!
fucking world.
It's
like,
so
and
hot.
I
go,
didn't say it wasn't hot, but it's still kind of gross.
I mean,
mean, like,
I'm not
if-
just spitting in anybody's mouth.
Right? That's
like no, like we're talking about. Are you talking about like just making out or just like during sex?
Oh, during sex. I'm
During
not gonna
sex-
spit.
no,
If
no,
we're in
like,
clothes,
but
I'm
like a
not-
make out, like first time you make out with somebody, like
Mm,
you just need like I
it's not just making out.
it's a
I'm sorry.
There you go.
So you
Apologize.
won't
You can't just
you
make
won't-
out.
You can't just make out.
No,
Oh,
impossible.
I like it a good just like
I
that's
like making out.
dude. All
I like it too, but it's not going to end in making out.
Well, that's fine too.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's what I'm
fine.
saying. Like,
honestly,
it's not just,
great news. But like,
Really,
sorry.
our
Great
listenership is about
great
to
news for
fucking.
anybody that makes out with Tommy. They're like, hey, it's not just me
not
making
gonna
out.
be just
But
that.
like, I had a lot of just makeouts that were just makeouts this summer. Like Summer of Bill, a lot of makeouts that just were makeouts and didn't
I
really
should try that.
I honestly, in my 20s,
like being a
like bar
lip
making
slap.
out a lot
I've never made out in a bar, I don't think.
because you're probably a self-respecting adult. It's like- I mean, it's fun, but it's not like
yeah.
I made out in old 86 like with 5 different girls.
I've never done that.
not.
I've
What the
never
fuck?
Make
Never
out with
done that.
somebody. Just make
make out with somebody.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Oh,
Not
New Year's Eve.
just-
It's
I mean,
a
even if
smooch.
like make out with your husband.
Well,
in
yeah, New
public,
Year's Eve,
yeah.
but like, no, we don't. I don't know. I guess I don't really.
You guys haven't. If you guys have done so much, but you haven't done that, so do that.
We're gonna.
It's
I mean,
like- it's
we
like
have
opening-
made out, but
it's-
it's normally it's like New Year's or something like that. I don't know.
Well, make out all night.
Okay,
All
the whole
night.
All night.
Bring an
No.
extra.
I saw a tweet today that was like, imagine you were doing cocaine in the 80s and then All Night Long by Lionel Richie came on and just how amazing.
Fucking
that
Jesus
felt.
tweeted that.
Oh.
I fucking retweeted that one. I
Yeah.
thought it was so good.
Yeah.
No, you make out, bring an extra thing of like lip balm, just all night.
no chap, no chapped lips.
Tonsil hockey till fucking midnight.
I am so excited.
But some people are like too aggressive with their tongue making out. Like I like a good sloppy makeout, but some people like they jam and I don't jam.
like the teeth hit, like that.
No,
yeah,
like
yeah.
no.
Yeah, like if I'll give you 1 or 2 as you're figuring out the rhythm of the makeout, where the teeth
Yeah,
might
like
clung.
sometimes
Yeah, you're learning each
little
other's
clumsy, it's
style.
fine.
But like once like if you just take your tongue and just go and like
No,
I'm like no, like dude, they're out there. They're out
I've
there and it's bad.
been there. I probably actually like look.
They probably want
There's like
more
a chemistry.
than
There's a
making
chemistry
out.
to it too, where not everybody's.
Yeah,
supposed to
compatible.
come-
I,
I
mean, sex
understand
too,
that they
yeah,
probably
yeah.
want more, but also like
Let's get up to it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
if you want to jam your tongue in things, that's great. But
Make
let's
your
when you're making out, you want there to be a dance.
Oh no, I agree.
You want the
yeah.
dance. You don't want just be like
A wet river dance. Give me the fucking spit.
you know, like my tongue versus your tongue. And you're like, oh,
It's
American
not
Gladiators.
it's sumo wrestling match with tongues. Where it's like,
It's like-
get down there. Why'd you? This is the best episode we've done yet.
Whatever
the
episode's
first
the newest
time
episode is the best.
I made out with a chick once, and she goes, "Are you gay?" And I go,
Oh,
"What?"
Were you sucking her
because you're so
tongue?
good. No, you're probably really good.
That's what she said.
I've had many women tell me,
That's what she said, Tone.
You're gay.
please stop.
You're definitely straight, and I want you to stop.
No, like there's one girl specifically. She's like, "You're the best kisser I've ever like," and I was like, "How many?" And she's like, "Well, I've been with my husband for a long time," and and so it's been a while since I like had like a passionate kiss. But like, I'm a good kisser.
She's
I'm a
like,
good
my
kisser."
husband sucks at kissing.
Yeah, basically is what she was saying. But I like a good kiss,
Yeah, kissing's
I
cool.
like smooching.
But-
which is fun. It's like
Do
the
you
best
make
foreplay.
out and not do anything after?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Well, I guess you did say bar.
I'm like, I mean, I told you before, like, I don't, like, sex is cool, but I don't, like, I'm not very casual sex guy. And I'm, like,
me neither,
making out, like, to me, like.
But, like, casual makeout's different.
I guess I've
think
never
so. It's just
done
like
that.
it's like just lower on the totem pole, and it's kind of like if the vibe's there, sure.
Especially like when you're hanging out at like a bar, say Old 86, and you meet a girl, and you're like hitting it off, and you go, "Hey, you wanna go make out?"
Damn, nobody's ever asked me if I want to make out. That's right.
Well, yeah, I could see why. Like, because you're
intimidating.
You're like. I'm not saying this is a line. You're like intimidatingly hot.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I've never had like concerns at a bar with people talking to me.
Yeah, because
also
you
probably don't want to approach.
So like when you're hanging out at bars,
and
most of the
with
time
girls,
you're with girls, or you're insulated by like me or pants and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna be like. So, Tommy, we did real good on this wiener game.
No, I get what you're saying.
So, what do you
I
think there's something there.
Yeah, no, like it's just, it's real good.
I guess so, yeah. I guess I need to
find
go to the bar by myself. I don't know.
Well, I think.
No, you just got to, but you got to strike up a conversation. And is that, okay, within the poly world, are you allowed to just make out with somebody?
Yeah.
You can just go make out with a...
But you just go from like 0 to fucking like...
Also,
no,
you can also just make out with a girl at the bar, too.
I know. No, so I guess what I'm
saying...
Great
call, sorry.
Why didn't I think of that?
New Year's Eve party, December 31st, be there.
No. So it's not that I'm going straight to fucking, because I don't like have like my hookup culture isn't like a lot.
Not, and I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
But I'm saying like when you start kissing somebody, are you just kind of like this is the loading bar from 0 to fuck this is a step along the way.
Say that again. Sorry.
I'm not just saying like you're like go from 0 to fuck. I'm saying you start making out and you're like and then we're gonna fuck.
So I guess what mine is like I'm not making out with you unless some shit's gonna go down afterwards. So we've already gotten to that point. And I've never really had, I don't know, guys. Like Chris was just not local. Before that was Miles, and that was the first time like Brandon and I like opened up. So I don't have honestly a lot of dating history. So making out in public, I like with a random person, I've never done that. Now I want to. New Year's Eve, guys.
Old 86.
This is the best ad ever.
10 p.m. 2 a.m.
I'm kissing my husband at midnight, but we can make out in public and never talk again.
I'm trying to think.
Keon's going to be there and be like, what's up, Tommy?
Every dude who's ever DM'd you. I heard. I was listening.
Oops. I think that you can cut that.
It's a lady. You want to make out with a lady then.
Yeah.
Lady. You guys are saying that. I'll make out with anybody. Any gender. Why are you giggling?
Because there's going to be suitors.
I can't wait. I'm going to make out with so many people in public. Guys, what if I just have a line? Make out with me.
You want a kissing booth
and
on New Year's Eve?
This is how Tommy got oral herpes.
We're not held liable for any curable STDs or incurable.
They should have to be vegan.
Yeah, I like that. Or just not eat meat that day.
Don't eat meat that day. All right.
Yeah.
Or like earlier in the day. Like brush your teeth.
Brush
your teeth and then make out.
Yeah, that's cool. It's fine.
Well, one time I made out with this chick and she was vaping, and I within like a few minutes felt like I was like just had ran like 7 miles, and I was like, we have to stop.
Was she vaping into your mouth? Was she like snowballing vape?
No, she like vaped, and it just was there, and I could just because I don't smoke anything, and I could feel. No, I'm sorry. You are on one tonight.
I am.
And I just was like, I was like, I'm not mad about this, but I go.
She just cheers the microphone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Someone's ready for New Year's.
Yeah.
This is a fucking wild one.
Hey, cheers. There you go.
Yeah, no, long story short, my lungs are normally pretty clean.
I feel bad smoking when I'm in Jersey because he's straight edge. Like he doesn't like do any of that. He doesn't care, but like he doesn't care. But I feel like
smoking is different than drinking so I've been hanging out with a girl that's sober and
Yeah.
drinking in front of her. She's cool with it, because I also don't get fucking
Wasted in front of her. Yeah.
But
I was gonna say it kind of depends on the kind of sober
Yeah.
she is. That was a good one.
who wants to make out after that?
Wait,
Not
are
me.
you on your third or second?
I'm on my third.
Okay, good. Same.
Where'd pants go?
What portal to just horny, fucking gross, fucking Caligulan hell have we walked into in
Yeah,
this
well, this
thing?
is what the podcast is.
Yeah.
That's what-
I think people appreciate it.
I think so too.
I don't think it's a bad
I
thing.
don't really care if they do or not. I'm having.
I know.
Right.
I have the best time.
Yeah,
I have
it's
such a good time on this podcast.
we have our $1 million idea set up,
Mhm.
block or rock.
Mm-hmm.
So like this to me is just like we're just biding our time.
Yeah.
Until Netflix
Till
comes
they're
out
ready,
and gives
yeah.
us that money.
And then Soprano Rave.
Yeah.
Oh, we do need to.
We
do
have so many
Soprano
good
Rave.
things. Wait, can we?
What?
Well, it won't be like a rave, but we could have a Soprano Rave on our little vacay.
Oh yes, we can. We we can test it out.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can
do a
test it
small
out.
one.
At
I'm
the,
gonna
I
Yeah,
wonder
my-
if there's
at
some
the
like
Double
Italian
Tree.
dubstep going on out there somewhere.
the what?
Italian dubstep. Like I don't know. I feel like
It's
there's
a
gotta be
great
something
great time to be a fucking
Especially
Italian
with,
right now.
with Tommy Cutlets out there.
With Tommy TC
Tom-
baby.
I don't
TC
even know sports, but I know this guy.
The guy, it honestly is an Adam Sandler movie come to life. 'Cause
Oh,
this
it's the
guy,
best, dude. It's so good.
he goes, I think literally the Giants, I think we're like, so we're tanking this season, but listen, there's like this guy that lives with his parents in New Jersey. He could throw a football.
Wait, he literally lives with
He
his
literally
parents.
lives
How
with
old
his
is
parents.
he?
He's 20.
22 or 23.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet baby.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
he's a rookie. He just graduated and got drafted.
Is he
or
good?
undrafted. He's
Apparently he's decent.
Okay.
He's okay. So this is called the Linsanity moment. So
Mhm.
back in I think it was around 2010 or 2011. This dude named Jeremy Lin, who was an Asian dude that played for the Knicks, went off for 8 games and was just, it was the crazy. He's scoring 50 points and people are just going crazy for him. And then he dropped off and he still had a good career, but that bracket of games for 10 or 12 games or 8 games or whatever it was just bananas.
I think
they
just-
call it
yeah.
insanity. And so now every moment where somebody's having a moment like that becomes Linsanity moment, and that's what Tommy DeVito's having right now.
I think also his name's
What a
Tommy
great last name.
DeVito. I mean,
I
Tommy
love
Cutlets is the
It's
most
That's a great
hilarious
nickname,
name.
too. I went on Twitter last night towards the end of the game, and I was like, Tommy Cutlets? Oh my God. And that's when I started DMing you guys. And then I saw his agent. I was like, oh, they're leaning into it.
Oh,
Fuck
dude. He
yes.
so
They
yeah,
get
even
it.
if they ever came up with Tommy Cutlets, Tommy DeVito is a fucking priceless name.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So he basically did an interview where he wasn't, he kind of was a cool story because the Giants season was going down the drain.
Mhm.
And he's a third string quarterback. They came literally off the street. So they're just asking, interview him after a game. And they're like, so how's life as a professional athlete? He goes I don't know. Nothing's changed. He's still with my mom.
Mhm.
She makes my bed every day.
Yeah.
And they're like, you live with your parents. You're you have a professional NFL contract. He goes, my mom. He's like, it's great. I don't need. She does my laundry. He's like, I come home. He's like, I got cutlets waiting for me. So
Okay.
Tommy Cutlets was born.
Damn, that
Yeah.
is so fucking sick.
But then, after the game, they were asking him. They go, "Have you seen a video of your family in the stands?" He goes, "No." He's like, and then he goes, "What?" He's like, just the most salt of the earth
Yeah.
Italian kid. He goes, "No, what happened?" And then they go, "Oh, just your agent and your dad were kissing on the cheek, and your family's because you go, oh, he's like, that's good for business."
It's great. It's so great.
It's
It's so sweet.
I
But
love that.
I love moments in sports like that because sports fans are such dorks and they're dying to just always argue about shit.
Yeah.
And then when you have a moment
it's
like
kind of wholesome and cute.
Yeah,
it's
kinda,
wholesome
and it's fun and
I like
everyone
it. I don't even
celebrates
fucking
it.
watch
Yeah, it's
sports,
like-
and I'm like, I want to watch because this
Everyone loves
agent
underdogs.
is
Yeah.
insane.
And also
Oh,
the
let's-
Giants' outside chance to make the playoffs.
I know that's the best part. If he makes it, if he gets them to the playoffs, it's fucking.
He's the new
beautiful.
Rocky.
Yeah,
He
he doesn't have to win a game. He just got to get
Nope.
there.
because they were literally, I think they were tanking. They were so bad at the beginning.
Well,
of
no.
the
So
season.
at the beginning of the season, they started up they made the playoffs last year,
Mhm.
won a playoff game, made my friend Chad Daniels very upset because they beat the Vikings in the playoffs.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
So like they were looking very promising coming into the season, and then they were just hot garbage.
Yeah,
like starting off the season
completely off the rails.
And then like Daniel Jones, their quarterback that they paid $40 million a year, they gave him like a $180 million contract, and he was like very mid. Got hurt, so then they bring in Tyrod Taylor. This dude is like a journeyman quarterback.
Career backup guy.
Yeah, he played for the Browns and stuff. He gets hurt, and then they gotta go, okay, I guess it's Tommy DeVito time, and they put him in, and then they start winning games with him.
So they are winning.
They're like 5-8 right now, which is not great, but in the
More than what they
NFC,
were.
like they might, if they win out, they could make the playoffs.
I mean, they have to go on a run and win 3 or 4 more games, but
and like
they can
need
do
people
it.
to lose and shit. But like
People are
they
talking about
beat
it
a good
regardless.
team. They keep beating good teams too.
They're mathematically still in the playoff hunt, which in
Yeah.
December
fun.
for football fans, it's
and they're in a
exciting.
huge market too, so it's like people are paying attention to it.
And he's Italian, and
Yeah.
just it's a
And his
fucking great
fucking
time to
agent.
be Italian. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like it's like you can, even if they hired a team of writers, I'm like that you couldn't come up with
Anything better.
like him dressing like that,
Yeah,
the pinstripe suit.
Love it so much.
Yeah.
me too. Don't pound the table, Tommy.
I'm so sorry. I'm paying.
Oh,
Pass the
so
curse
okay.
along to
So
her.
before we go, Sunday I'm watching football with my boss Rob, and I think you guys met Rob. Maybe not.
Yes.
So Rob is like he's got these dudes over, and they just know him as like neighbors. They're like his neighbors and shit. And so we're all talking. I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'll tell Tommy. Like I brought up Tommy, and I just like stop and walk away. I go because like I was talking about you as a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, just so you guys know, Tommy's a girl. Because they're like, what is this? Is so weird. And
What was
then and then Rob goes, I'll show you, Tommy. I'll show you, Tommy.
Oh no, is he? I mean, was it from the morning show?
No,
shit?
it's
Is
nothing.
that-
No, none of that stuff. He doesn't like it. Just like he just knows you're a hot
Internet?
lady,
Oh,
and
okay.
so like
Okay.
he's like, and it's a bunch of dudes that are sitting around drinking beers, and they're like, yeah, we want to look at a hot chick. So he's like, I'll show you, Tommy.
Oh, no.
And but it was just funny how like I had to stop and be like, because I'd be like, I don't remember exactly how I said it, but it just seemed weird to be like, yeah, and Tommy, blah blah blah, because it like says something like cute. They're like,
Yeah.
Tommy's a girl.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
yeah.
You wanted to make sure you weren't coming
Not
off as
gay,
gay.
guys.
Exactly.
No homo, guys.
Not
No
gay,
homo.
bros.
Tommy's a girl.
And then we talked about you on the Alan Cox show, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh,
no.
how do you like?" I'm like, "Yeah, Tommy's like on OnlyFans stuff like that," and they're like, "Isn't that weird that you've like seen her naked on OnlyFans?" And I was like, "Weird or awesome? Like one of those things. Like, but like I don't
They're
care.
awesome.
Like I'm not like I'm
also naked on Twitter. Like anybody can
Yes.
see me naked.
right." And so like I'm not, but they're all like, "That's weird. I think that's weird." I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like,
No, it
it's-
doesn't
yeah.
bother me. I don't even
Yeah.
think twice, honestly.
Right, I know, and
Yeah.
it's not.
It's
Not-
yeah.
And but like the way like Alan and Mary were like, that's weird. I think that's weird. I'm like, I think you guys are weird. I think they're the weird ones. They're the ones that are like
I mean-
buttoned up weird sexually and like
I don't-
repressed.
I don't see anything wrong with like being weirded out by like people
Mhm.
like seeing people that you know naked, but like I also clearly don't
but
like
there's-
think
all right.
twice.
But there's certain people that you're not gonna be weirded out seeing naked. And like there's like if I saw pants naked, I'd be like, I don't love this.
But
No
but
offense,
is that
bud.
because he's a man or what?
Right.
Or
You could
because
have
we're
waited off
closer?
air to share this with me.
Like, I don't know what it is,
Anybody
like-
that's like an attractive person, that's a hot woman, especially.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'd
say
be
Pants is
like-
an attractive person too.
I'm
but
not a
like
woman, though.
but it'd be
You're like,
different.
I'm not a woman.
All I'm saying, he's no Ricky.
That's also fair. Hey, he's not lying.
He's not. I'm not. But like I don't have the hangups on like sexuality and nakedness
Yeah.
that like Alan and Mary have,
Well,
where they're like,
yeah.
a little bit weird. Because Alan's like, I didn't even look up your sister's OnlyFans. I'm like, no comment.
Wait, what?
Mary's sister has it.
Oh, gotcha,
Oh,
gotcha.
okay.
He said he would not.
He didn't. He's like, I didn't. I wouldn't. And I
Oh,
was like-
gotcha.
and I'm just like, Maybe
You're
I
like,
didn't.
maybe I did.
Maybe I didn't need to.
I
Maybe
mean,
there was
I-
a time when she was single and I was single.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't
I
have
live
any
and let
issues
live.
with
Like
it.
if people aren't into that, I don't think that makes them nerds or prudes as long as they're not judgmental about it.
Right, exactly.
And that's
yeah.
the thing. I felt judgment.
You felt like
You
they were being
felt it,
judgy.
Yeah.
I felt judgy.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Because, like you were saying, like, I don't fault anybody for that. Like, if that's not your thing, I totally get. Like, people have different sexualities and stuff like that.
You know what Alan didn't say? I've never seen Tommy
He
naked.
hasn't, has he? I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Thanks for checking out this episode. It was a long, fun one. I don't even think it was that long, but it was fun. Comedy special, December 22nd at the Agora. After party at Old 86. It's going to be so much fun. And Tommy?
Tommy LC, OnlyFans, Fansly, Fic Fap.
Fic
I don't
Fap?
know. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah,
We
Fic
talked
Fap.
about Fic Fap.
Yeah. Buy
Yeah.
my shit, bitch.
Only.
Hey,
Okay, we got
you guys
breaking
not even
news.
drink.
I've got OnlyFans too now.
Even drink.
Okay, Pants on all socials and Old 86 after party after the Bill Squire show December 22nd.
Woohoo. All right. And I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.